This week I'm getting coached up by the head of strength and conditioning for the football team here at NC State. I'm talking about Jason Veltkamp. We're inside the Murphy Center. Why has this been so important for what you guys are doing?
Well, this was one room that we changed a lot when we got here. Our weight room's kind of composed of two adjoining rooms, and this room here, a lot of changes with the nutrition center, putting the turf down, bringing in some Vertimaxes, which we're going to look at today. But a lot of changes to this room to make it more functional, and we can do anything from run-through plays in here to mobility drills, to power work, to mobility, flexibility. You name it, we do it in this room.
See, people just think lifting weights, get bigger, stronger. That's what we're trying to do. Mobility, flexibility, what are some of those things, and why is that important to me as a player?
Well, mobility, is made up of several things. For one, flexibility. For two, stability or the strength around a joint. If we don't develop those, we have issues on the field with injuries, and something that we put a big emphasis on. Obviously, goal number one is we got to be injury-free, and that's important, and that's why mobility is such a big part of our program.
All right, well, as people can see, I have this bad boy on right here, and we've got the Vertimax. First of all, tell us what the Vertimax is.
Well, the Vertimax is just a tool, an alternative tool. We can use it as a substitution for some of our Olympic lifts on the platform. We can also use it for stability and strength exercises in the hips, the shoulders, or anything else. We can teach landing mechanics on it. We can work power work. We can kick slide against resistance on it, which we're going to have you do a couple of those things today. So we put you in first, and I'm going to put you on the light bands so you don't hurt yourself.
No, light bands? You mean, well, we really don't.
Well, red bands. We'll just call them red bands.
Yeah, NC State red bands. All right, cool.
Okay, what we do on this, we're going to teach you, we're going to put you anywhere from shoulder width apart to armpit width apart. That doesn't seem like much difference, but it really is. We don't want you too narrow. We don't want you way out wide on this. What we're going to teach you is to be explosive against resistance, but we really want to work on landing mechanics on the way back down.
Landing on the ground, you have to work on that?
Landing mechanics is decelerating your body weight as efficiently and effectively as possible. And unfortunately, when injuries do happen, oftentimes it is when the body gets a little out of control. Wow. So we want to keep you in good mechanics, keep you in your power line, keep everything lined up from your toes to your knees to your hips, keep your body aligned.
All right, yeah. So basically, am I getting into a squat?
Squatting down there, on the hit call, you're up,
yep.
And you're going to land in the exact same position without your knees wobbling in or out. Here we go.
Okay.
Hit. I know you can jump higher than that. Here we go.
Probably not.
Hit. Now, were you aligned? Nope.
No, I was out of line.
Off balance. Here we go. Hips back, use your glutes to catch.
All right.
Hit. That was much, much better.
Yeah.
There you go. One more.
Feeling that through the heels.
One more. Hit. Good, good, good. What we look for is if we see knees going in and out, we're going to put an emphasis on their glute activation, which you heard a lot about with Tiger Woods recently.
That's right.
But really, the glute activation affects whether the knees come in on a guy or not. When the knees get in, potential ACLs and any number of other things.
So, one more off.
Here we go. Hit. Oh, and soft. Now this is something we could do with any number of positions. We might aim a receiver out the other way, and he may do his start, the start coming out of his stance, driving his knees through as a hip flexor explosive exercise here. I'm going to have you kick slide like your old days of playing.
Cool.
I know you kick slided sometimes.
Yeah.
But from the kick slide now, you're going to get glute activation, because when you pick that foot up and put it back in the ground, it's going to be against resistance. So give me 3 kicks in a row here.
Here we go.
Okay, kick, kick, kick. Definitely a tight end. Give me another one.
Yeah, no, I wasn't trying to block anybody. Here we go.
Nice. Now we'll flip and do the other side one time.
Not only do I feel it in the glutes and the back of the leg, I also feel it in the hip flexor on the opposite side.
Completely changes the movement. Is that the weak side?
That is the weak side.
And that's what we're looking. We'll find an imbalance on a guy who is much better going one way than the other, because maybe he doesn't activate as well on this side. Maybe his hips are misaligned.
You know, it's crazy. When I played in college, I always used a right-handed stance, but when I got the NFL, I had to learn how to use a left-handed stance.
Completely foreign to you.
And it was foreign. I could have used this.
Kick, kick, kick. Good job.